Thank you, Madam Chair. And I especially thank you for your boldness and your courage in taking on some of the tough issues of our time. Mr. Gruenberg, I believe you've indicated that we've had about 14 new banks to open. Is this correct?
Yes, Congressman.
And Mr. Gruenberg, I have intelligence indicating that since 2001, the number of African-American-owned banks have declined by more than half. Is this a fair assessment, sir?
Yes, it is, Congressman.
And sir, is it true that we have more than 4,000 FDIC-insured banks in this country, and this is as of 2021, and the source is the FDIC as I have it, the actual number being 4,236, but can we safely say that there are more than 4,000 currently?
Yes, Congressman.
Given that there are more than 4,000, it appears to me from the intelligence that I have that approximately 16, we can say less than 20, are MDIs, black-owned MDIs. Is that a fair statement?
I would want to check on the number, but when I last looked, I believe there were 19 African-American MDIs, but I'd want to check on that to confirm it, Congressman.
Well, I think we can agree on less than 20.
Yes.
Less than 20. That would make the MDIs less than 1% of the total number of banks in the country, approximately. I find that unacceptable, and I believe a good many other persons would agree, but let's start with you. Do you agree that this number is unacceptable, losing more than half of them since 2001, and now having less than 1% of the 4,236?
I do agree with that, Congressman.
Unacceptable. For edification and for the nation, let me ask all of the regulators, do you concur that less than 1% is unacceptable? If so, would you kindly extend a hand into the air if you concur that 1% of the banks being owned by blacks is unacceptable? Let the record reflect that all have raised their hands. So the question becomes, my dear friends, what do we do about it? What do we do about a circumstance wherein we know that these are the very banks that serve poor people by definition? What do we do about it? Mr. Gruenberg, I'll let you take the lead, if you would, please.
Thank you, Congressman. As you know, we have a statutory obligation to support the development and preservation of minority depository institutions. And in particular, in regard to African-American-owned institutions, there has been, as you very accurately point out, a significant decline in the numbers. And those institutions play a vital role in serving the communities in which they're located, and they do a job that other institutions may not have an interest in doing. So there's a compelling public interest in preserving MDIs generally, certainly black-owned MDIs. And for the FDIC, I will tell you that is a core priority for us. We have an office at the FDIC devoted to that mission that's deeply integrated with all the divisions of the FDIC, and would be glad to sit down with you and your staff and go through the multiple efforts we make. But it is a core priority.
I appreciate that comment, and I'd love to accept your offer. I accept your offer to meet with appropriate persons to discuss this issue, because at the rate we're going, we are more likely to approach zero than to double the number in the next 10 years. Let's hear from one additional person. Yes, sir. You seem to be willing to move forward, and that would be, give your name as you move forward, please.
Yes, I'd be happy, Representative Green, to continue the Federal Reserve's work on expanding access to minority depository institutions, supporting minority depository institutions. I think there's a lot more work to do.
Amenable to meeting with me as well?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. And I would just say this to you, Madam Chair. in a sense, you are like the Starship Enterprise. You have boldly gone where no man has gone before. And I say men because you're the first and only female to chair this committee. Thank you, and God bless you.